Teacher,
Yes,
what you're saying is that the PNP has missed an opportunity
they
to
have missed
impress
an opportunity.
Jamaica with alternative prescriptions for
Yes,
solving more Jamaican problems. So
for
for
some,
example, teacher, the economy grew by a mere 1.1%. It is commendable, but not sufficient to take us where we ought to go. You would
right.
want the PNP to not to criticize that. I hear Senator Gabriela Morrison saying that the growth is up at Andrew Holness's house. But here is an opportunity for the PNP to say, okay, the economy grew by 1.1%. We commend that. But here is our plan to grow it by 3% or
Thank
4%.
you very much, neighbor.
Part of their problem that they have done so poorly in the past in growing the economy that they lack the credibility to engage.
Yes. And neighbor, as I was saying, they are good at criticizing. Criticizing, I can give them an A for criticizing. But presenting solution to the problems that they criticize, they got F. Did I say
But you
F?
don't
Or
think you don't think also that the pessimistic outlook that the PNP has had over the last 4 years has damaged them, because people want to be optimistic these days, teacher. People don't want to keep their head down, man. The PNP is beating on something that I think is bad for Jamaica. This pessimistic view, I think, also
yes,
is captured in their theme
yes.
about time come, because time come is quite pessimistic right now.
It is not clear. It's not a clear campaigning message. If they had said time come, time for us to grow the economy by
Something
doing
like that.
X, Y, Z.
Yes.
Time for us to invest in education, to have modern labs in the school, to have AI being a part of the teaching and learning system. Time come for farmers for them to invest in modern technology where farmers can invest in hydroponics and all of these things for agriculture, etc. If they had present that plan, then or present something like that, then it could have looked more appealing to the Jamaican people, but they're just saying time come. I listened to one where Patricia Duncan says, time come, people, time come. And I'm like, this is not clear, Patricia. Tell us what you're going to do.
Yeah. Well, isn't that the new Jamaica, teacher? You have students in your classroom. Do you sense from the young people that they are smarter, that they are sharper in their thinking? Is there critical cognitive development that is taking place that gives people, a sharper view of things? Um, what are you sensing?
All right. So because all right, as a young teacher or yes, as a teacher, I can say this. There are students in the classroom who think about the social issues that are happening. So as I said, because I teach economics, entrepreneurship, and those things, so most of the class they are around social issues. For example,
Yes.
crime. So when we talk
Uh-huh.
about crime, we talk about when crime reduce, what can happen when crime reduce. So you
The
understand?
multiplier
We
effect.
talk about
Yes.
attracting investors, persons can open their business longer hours, and all of these things. So we talk about these things. So students that you have to stimulate their thinking and they think about these things and they will, oh, so that's the reason why the government invests in buying these things, to buy the motor vehicle for the officers, to invest in the modern
Yes.
technology to solve crimes, etc. And then they can connect the dots to see where what the government is doing, how it relates to everyday activities.
Fantastic. Boy,
Right.
teacher, it was nice talking to you.
All right, neighbor. I guess we'll talk another time.
You better come back. You better come back.
Yeah, man, I'm coming back. And as I said, I always listen to you. I'm always here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have mercy upon me. Have mercy.
And as I said, neighbor, I
Yes.
think, I think, I probably it's too late now for the People's National Party to sit down at the drawing board and think about thoroughly what because if they should come up with something now, people are going to say this is flip flopping. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, sir, before you go. Opposition provides a fantastic opportunity for you to prepare for government. And one of the questions I want to ask the PNP is, how have you used the time in opposition to prepare for government?
I
Yes,
didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, sir, that being in opposition
Right,
is a fantastic opportunity to prepare for government.
right,
Government, government is hard, you know, sir. Your spokespersons must be au fait. They must be
right,
knowledgeable. They must study
yes,
the portfolio so that
right,
when the baton is transferred to them, they can run with it. And
right.
one of the questions I think that Jamaicans will have to ask is, how prepared is this government, is this opposition to take on the taxing job of government?
And that's the problem that People's National Party is having. The problem that they're having is that they're not prepared and they're spending too much time cleaning up their mess. So they create so many mess on the stage, and instead of presenting their plan to the people, they have to be cleaning up their mess. And that's another problem.
Sir, when you go to a PNP rally today, what you should do is to sit down, listen to their spokespersons, providing for the people the alternative prescriptions for the challenges of Jamaica. What you are hearing, sir, is a bag of rubbish,
Rubbish.
a bag of nonsense. People screaming, people dancing, shouting blood and fire with their fists in the air. That's not impressing a lot of people, sir.
That is not going to put us forward. And the
We should
independent
be
parties that
awestruck,
are
my brother. We should be awestruck. When you leave a PNP meeting, you should be awestruck with the substance, and you should be saying, "Them people are ready."
well,
Yeah.
let's see how they will cross it, because even in my circle, even in my little circle, a lot of persons are motivated to go and vote to keep these people out of Garden House because they're saying that they are not ready. And persons are saying that they can see the vision that this government have for the country. They see it. Like literally, if you are blind, you can see it. And they're saying that this government deserve, and I'm talking about persons who are, I'm not talking about the persons who go to Hero Circle and talk about, oh, what are you protesting for? You can just accounts and all of this. I'm not talking about those persons. I'm talking about persons with education, persons with their masters, persons with their first degree, persons with their PhD that are looking on and they're saying they were listening to the PNP to see what they're coming up with, and they're listening to the JLP, but they can't hear anything from the PNP that is going to grab them. And I can tell you this, neighbor, I don't even know if I should disclose this because I spoke to a specific CEO of one of these prominent manufacturing company in Jamaica, and they're saying that the business community, they're listening to the PNP and they're not getting anything from the PNP. So more than likely, they're going to push for the JLP to win next election.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Take care of yourself.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
All right.
I'll always do the good I can for Jamaica.
I hope you feel the same.
I hope you feel the same way too.
You will others, and I will do the same for you. Ooh, give it a try, my friend, and you'll do what I'm saying.
Boy, this artist is gone too soon.
There ain't no other, no love is the answer.
Good night, neighbor. Good night, everyone. It was quite interesting hearing from teacher just now. Got some real insights as to just what the mindset is of
And
just
remember, okay,
a
he's
sample size
representing.
of our teachers.
Yeah, he's representing the colleagues at his workplace.
Yes, that's why I say a sample size.
About 20-25 teachers. Yes.
Yes.
Very
And I
interesting.
think
Very
I find it
interesting.
find it very interesting, and it
These are,
it
these are
brings
the
home.
professionals. These are the professionals in the
Right.
country. Sorry. And
Right.
here's how they are thinking. Fantastic.
Trust me, it was a lot of, it was very eye opening for me. Because I was thinking,
O'Shane, one thing else before you go ahead. These are not people that necessarily come out and talk, And when you see him come out on social media and express himself,
yes,
you know that something is there.
yes. Trust me, it revealed a lot to me. And as I say, as a person who looks at data, there's every information is information. There's a message in everything, So when I hear him speak, it tells me something else is happening that I wasn't even really looking at,
True.
because in my mind, I normally have it that teachers generally vote with the PNP. That's how I was taught. But neighbor, what I wanted to look at, I don't know if you realize since the recent hiccups or this recent blunders on the platform by the opposition, or they kind of toned down, they kind of slow down a bit. You're not seeing them or hearing from them as often. I think they are realizing the damage they are doing to themselves. I think they are in panic mode now, and I think a lot of what is happening to them now comes from the fact that they have been politically, they've been lazy. I don't know if to say intellectually or politically. How they are trying to get their message out, their communication is poor. The carriers of their message, if you look, the main carriers of their message are all persons who have been rejected by the people. So they look from Dayton Campbell, Ian Ailes, Peter Bunting, even Damian Crawford, who I think is one of the better platform persons. They're all people who have been rejected by the people. And if they are your main persons you're putting forward, it tells me that you're woefully lack of talent.
Yes.
Yes. You have nobody to present to us, and I think they are realizing now that this one is gone from them. So I guess that's why you see a lot of people start positioning themselves for the aftermath. I think that's where the interesting thing is going to be after the election, because it's about where do they go from here. Because I think the PNP, as people know it, no longer exists, and how are they going to pick up themselves after this will be an interesting thing to watch. They have been really, really poor. They have underestimated the growth of the Jamaican society. They normally tailor their message to the poorer class or the uneducated per se, so that's why they go on the platform and they just rile up. But there are a lot more thinking people in the society. Not to say that we don't have those who are just off vibes, but there are a lot more persons that are going to say, all right, you hype us. Oh, no. Where's the substance? We'll want the hype, but after we get the hype, we're going to say, all right, we actually are saying no. And they have spent so much time in the gutter that they don't know how to sell hope. They don't know how to pivot to hope. They don't know how to inspire. And if you want to lead people and you can't inspire, you have already lost, because you have to be able to inspire people. And they can't be the doctor Andrew Holness when it comes on to inspiring people to greater things. Really, I think it's about now how well will the Labour Party do. It's not about if they're going to get over the line. It's just, to me, it's about how much work are we putting in and how well they will do at the polls. Because This opposition is not it. This is not it. This is not it at all. Not it at all. They need to come better.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Till tomorrow. Bye bye.
All right, take care. Take care, Neva. Take care, everybody.
Yeah. Navi, you have the final word, Navi?
I want to thank
Navi?
neighbor. I think that the teacher and Oshane has, really highlighted what I've been saying, that why our people, that the society, that the Jamaican people have been rejected, or the spokespersons, or why even some of them are still on a ticket. And I know if I can see that at 19, why can't these grown-ass seasoned politicians see that? That it's not the 1980s anymore. That it's not the 2000 anymore. If we rejected these people before, if these people were in constituencies for longer than I have been alive and they got thrown out, why are these people still on a ticket? And as he said, I think this generation, they don't like to think negative because we can't handle stress. And I can say this, we can't handle stress. We can't handle stress, So if you every time we hear something, it's something negative, we're gonna feel like you're just negative for no reason at all. We're not at all. We are tuning out long time because you obviously have forced us to think about things that materially don't exist at this moment.
Never.
Or you're just fear mongering us to thinking that something is about to happen and we know it's not going to happen. So I think that's one of the things that they have lacked, is inspiring this generation and the people of this country. Everything is negative. Every single thing is negative. If the police gets new car, it's election gimmicks. Yet still they don't show up for the Jamaican people at all. And I think Michael Phillips, he proved what I've said. And I said, neighbor, you see, either blunder, because I would say it's a blunder, or what he really feels about the people in East Portland. There's more to come because it's frustration. They have already surrendered. I think that speech was a speech of surrendering. And I say, neighbor, look out for more people to start calling the people illiterate and fools. Because they have failed to connect or relate whatever they're saying to the people, because it's not the reality that the people are facing. And I think this is just one person out of the other 62 that will continue to see the type of frustration and the type of pressure they're under. Because how are you going to be running for a constituency and you're going to say the people are not in the capacity to understand your manifesto? It's your job. You're basically applying to be the leader of this community or this country. You're applying to be a better alternative than the person that is there to educate, to uplift, to inspire the people. And yet the first thing that can come to mind when you're speaking about the people of East Portland is that they won't understand what you're saying. Is it a different language? Even if it's a different language, I'm sure AI is there to read it for them if that's the case. You can't want to represent people, yet you're going to say that people don't have the capacity to understand what you're bringing forth. It's your duty to break it down into the simplest ABC 1, 2, 3 terms for them to understand. And I just say it was a matter of frustration, and it's a lot more to come later.
Thank you so much. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, same to you.
Bye-bye. What a fantastic week. It was absolutely nice meeting you this week, Navi. Take care of yourself.
I will.
It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Never. Go on.
I work on that. You have the last word, brother. Go on, be gone.
I go. May I say how, every time you hear no attack, I'm going now fix up in a film division with him there. I want to go on with Mark Golden.
Oh.
I go on with the Missy Maka Charlie in Batty.
Oh. I tell you what. Catch me tomorrow. Catch me. Run out tonight.
Alright, neighbor. Alright.
I tell you, listeners, bye-bye. Take care. I did 41 minutes overtime tonight.
Please forgive me for causing you such pain. I know
Take good care, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.
I'm the one to blame. Just tell me that you love me, like you tell all your friends.
Winston Beardman. Yep, I see you.
You,
Jamaica girl, remind me to talk to you about Winston, okay?
and I can feel it when you move.
I can see it in your eyes that you don't want to leave me.
I can see it in your eyes. Baby, oh yeah.
Oh, I can see it in your eyes.